doing out there, friends? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to get right into today's lesson, teach a little bit, and of course say hello to all the sweet people who are already in the room. Thanks so much for joining me, whether you're here as a live stream production or you're here after as a replay. Really stoked that you decided to join me. My name is Stu Fuchs. This is Ukulele Zen. Please say hello in the chat down below. Now, as promised, this is going to be a chord melody lesson for beginners, and very excited to announce a new course that's available. I'll tell you all about it in a little while. It's intended to show you how to play chord melody in a way that's very accessible. Let's get right into things. Let's keep it really simple, which is one of the intentions of the whole course, is to keep the path simple for beginners. Join me by holding down an F major chord. Okay, you can do this on high or low G ukulele. And just take a moment to listen to your sound. Just take a few deep breaths. Fully arrive. When we listen closely, really listen. There's no room for any captions. Just listen to the sound. Now what I'd like you to do is to take your pinky and add it to the top of that F chord. So you're adding a C on top. Maybe you're comfortable doing that with your ring finger. Great. Now lift that finger off and strum all the strings. Now what we're doing here is we're creating a melody on top of the F major chord. So let's drop that finger down on the 3rd fret of the string closest to the floor. Now take it off. Fantastic. Let's do the same thing, but this time we're going to put the ring finger on to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And let's train our thumb to stop at the 1st string. Very light touch. Great. And now lift it up. We just played a melody. C, A, G, F. Thanks for saying hi. Really glad that you're here. We're jumping right in, and then we're going to have some nice music making today. So let's just get comfortable with this. And yeah, in a moment there's going to be some woohoo, some of that showing up to show you the solo I'm going to be teaching you. But right now, let's strum all 4 strings with the ring finger. Lift it up. Ring finger to this fret. Thumb is being trained to stop at that 1st string. So you're just playing 3 strings. All right, super cool. Now, let's take it just a little further in 2 ways. First of all, for your left hand, make sure that your thumb is soft. It's really no effort in playing this. Get to the point where it's automatic, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to use a really great technique called thumb, strum, thumb, strum. All right, now check it out. I pluck the 1st note, pluck, and then strum with that finger lifted off. Okay, so first the melody note, 3rd fret, C, and then strum 4 strings. One more time. 3rd fret, strum. We're going to do this in rhythm with a groove in a moment, but we're just blocking it out. Now, where we were next, 3rd fret, G on the 2nd string, pluck that note. Get some good target practice for your thumb. Got a little radar guiding it to that string. And now strum 3 strings when you lift it off. Okay, when you put this together, you know what you get? You get chord, melody, and rhythm all at the same time. Try it with me. I'll demonstrate. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I wish that there was some kind of visual representation of this. I wish something would show up to show us. Oh, Cool. All right, there it is. You see, we have here, using, that is little 3 down there is your finger, third finger, 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's play through just the first 2 measures. Are you ready? Hey, Kevin, glad you're here. Hey, Trey, glad you're here. 1, 2, 3, nice and easy. Okay, cool. Now you notice that some of the chords in this measure, you could strum all 4 strings if you like, but if you can, try to muffle that top note so you get the melody clear. This is thumb, strum, or pluck, strum technique. Come on with me, nice and slow. 1, 2, here we go. So cool. Take your hand off and let's do it one more time. Why am I going slow? Is it to bore you? No, it's not to bore you. It's so you can make progress, really learn what you want to do, and feel confident, building one success at a time. Come on, let's do it together one more time. Then we're going to learn the second half. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, and this is Freight Train. When you play the whole thing, all right, we'll get into the whole thing in just a moment. Let's learn the second phrase. Please take a moment to say hello in the chat, and if you haven't already, please reach out and touch that like button if you're enjoying what you're experiencing so far. You hitting that like button really helps this video to reach more people. So please touch that like button and then touch the open third string while we hold down a C7 chord. So open, strum the C7, pluck the 3rd fret C, and strum the C7. And then we're going to pluck the open string, strum, and pluck the open 4th string. Second string. So we're adding this melody now from this measure. Open 2nd string, C7, 3rd fret, C7, open, C7, open, C7. Let's try putting the whole thing together, and then we're going to pause for the cause, say hello, and I've got an announcement for you. But we're going to learn this entire solo, the entire thing, okay? It's 4 phrases, and it's so fun to play. Are you ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, you can see that even my thumb needs a little bit of training, and that's why we're practicing. Come on, let's do it a second time. Our goal when practicing, usually for me, it's like, can I do it 3 or 5 times with a relaxed focus, with a smile? Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Open 2nd string. Oh yeah. And of course we can pick up the tempo, but like anything, we need a solid foundation. We need to really be able to execute it slowly and with a smile, okay? Don't forget the power of your corners of your mouth. One more time, then we're going to take a break and we'll learn the other phrases. Are you ready? 1, 2, come on. 1, 2, here we go. I'm already feeling a lot more confident about it. I pluck with my thumb and then I strum down with my index or with the back of all of the fingers. How are you feeling so far? Are you enjoying this lesson? I've got a lot more to share with you. Really grateful that you decided to join me today for this live stream tutorial. If you're digging what you're experiencing so far, please click the like button. It really helps a lot. Patrons of this channel will receive a PDF of this entire solo. And if you're interested in going deeper into what I'm sharing, I've created a brand new beginner-friendly course. I'll be sharing more about it later. It is a video and book course, so every video is arranged short chapters for you to study. There are 7 lessons to get you really started on a good footing of technique, accessible solos for the beginner to really build confidence in your skills. And then part 2 of the course, you learn 10 solos that will challenge you but are definitely within the reach of beginners. For those of you who want something even more challenging, I am creating another book that will be out soon that has all kinds of much more challenging stuff. But this is intended for beginners who really want to start to dive into strumming. And let me just show you a little something about the book right here, and then we're going to keep on learning. As you can see, this is the full arrangement for Freight Train. Each arrangement has detailed lesson notes to help you navigate it. And of course, the study video is a friendly guide, not only showing you each part, but showing you practice tips and how you can learn and make your practice more enjoyable, more fun, and more effective. Okay, we learn all kinds of solos. There's a Johnny Cash solo for I Walk the Line. There is a solo for Let It Be. There's a solo for even Brahms. There's all kinds of fun stuff in this book. Okay, I don't want to talk too much about it. I want to keep this lesson moving along. But if you're interested in experiencing this course, there is a link. And there is a discount for the entire month of December. There's a promo code down there that's good for anything in my store. And if you click the link to pick up this course this month, that link has the 20% discount already included. I'm totally excited about sharing this. I've been working on this for a while. It is a course that is not bogged down with too much theory, with too much technical information. It's really designed to get you rocking quickly and building confidence as a soloist. And then, of course, for those of you who want to go deeper, there will be another book coming soon with some really, I'd say, far out ukulele solos. I got a Pink Floyd solo in there, something from The Doors, some more Beatles, all kinds of cool stuff. Michael, thank you so much. Hey, I'm so grateful that you all decided to join. Thank you for being here. All right, and by the way, thank you for all the kind wishes. I had COVID last month. My family caught COVID today. I tested negative. Yay! So I'm not going to get you sick, but I'm still a little stuffy. But enough about me. Come on, this lesson is about you. Before we learn the next phrase, let's practice this and let's talk about practice. Practice, as you know, as you might have heard me mention before, practice is just repeating things with kindness, with a focused and relaxed kindness towards ourselves, okay? We go slowly, so we can pay attention to the sensations in our body. Sometimes we may need to take things so slow that they're kind of out of rhythm. As soon as we can, though, get into a groove and then speed up the groove. The goal is to try to shoot darts into a bullseye, right? You're trying to line up each shot. All right, let's bullseye three of these in a row. Keeping your hands soft. Thank you for being here. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you hear the freight train running so fast? And of course, you can add other strumming nuances, and we're going to do it right now when we practice it a second time. 1, 2, and a 1, 2, 3, 4. So simple. The very last chord I played, pluck, up, down. My tip to you, and I make mention of this in the course, the up strum can really just be a little ghost strum, right? We're not really trying to get a full-throated strum over all the strings. Just twist the wrist and just grab those top strings. All right? One last time, then we're going to learn phrase number 2. A 1, 2. See if you can put some up strums. 3, 4. Awesome. Thank you for being here. Now we move up and we're just gonna isolate the melody. Okay? 5, 1. Okay, that's a D, a B flat, an open A 3rd fret G. Okay, so I'm playing every other beat. Are you ready? Join in with me. 5, 1, open, 3, moving on, 1, 3, 1, open. Those are the thumb strokes. Now, let's add the chords in addition. Yeah, Mike, I dig it, I dig it. All right, now, by the way, of course, I'm going to answer your questions, and I see a couple coming in. Yvette has a good question just above. I know the first part we pluck, but why when we strum the arrow is pointing down? Very good question, Yvette. When you look at these arrows, they are going across ukulele tablature. And ukulele tablature plots the strings out upside down. So that line that's on the top, that is your 1st string. The line that's on the bottom is your 4th string. So when you see an arrow moving up, all right, it's actually strumming down, okay? Just one of the many ways that music can keep your brain in shape, because we got to juggle a lot of information. Just remember, you're moving across the strings this way, okay? Tablature is designed to make it seem like as you're looking at this, you're looking down at your strings. Okay, is that cleared up? I hope so, Yvette. The up arrows are actually down strums. All right. Any reason not to use the thumb for pick and strum? Tim, you can for sure do that. That's a great way, and I often play that way too. So you could play. However, when you pick up the speed, you can get more speed by going thumb, strum, thumb, strum. So that's why we break up with thumb and then the finger, Tim, okay? When you're going fast, it really helps you to get some speed. Keep those questions coming, and please drop a couple of question marks before and after your question so it really pops out of the chat. All right, let's keep learning. Let's add the chords. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, couple of things. These little numbers at the bottom, those are the fingers. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can use those fingerings or do whatever's comfortable for you. I thought the 4th finger up here would allow you to reach down here a little easier, okay? Other thing to keep in mind is that right here, the melody note arrives on beat 4, which is I mean, not really a syncopation, but it kind of throws off what's expected, so it's quasi-syncopated, okay? Are you ready? A 1, 2, thanks for making music. Once again, I add a little up strum at the end, okay? We're going to put this together with the first phrase now, okay? Now, I'm going to have to play and advance slides at the same time, so let's see if I only had an extra finger. From the beginning, let's play phrase 1 and 2. A 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. stick around to the end. I'm going to share a couple of cool little additions you can put onto it. All of the material in the course, quickly just want to let you know it's very accessible. It's not bogged down with a lot of notation for two reasons. Not only, of course, to make it easy for you to learn, but so you can also make creative choices. To make you into more of an intuitive player, the notation is open-ended, okay? I show you ways in the videos of how you can, with very simple strumming and picking additions, you can really start to ad-lib your own way around the solo. This allows you to play more from the heart, put your own personal stamp on the solo, and really makes it a bit more creative than just reading a recipe. Don't get me wrong, we gotta read the recipe, but this course is designed to make you into a much more creative beginning player. Check it out at the links down below. I appreciate you being here. You ready for phrase number 3? All right, phrase number 3, we change keys, okay? And there's a couple of cool tricks I want to share with this. I'll share a couple of gypsy licks later, so watch to the end of this video. But what we're doing is we're playing the A7, and we're picking the open string. Reach out with the second finger. Tension, right? That's why there's a number 2 there. You can, of course, interpret this just like I just was rapping about. Just add another strum in there, okay? This is blocking out the music for you. The next measure, open. We have to get here to the 3rd fret. You can use the ring or the pinky. And yep, we're going to need to mute that top string. So how do you mute the top string when you're strumming? It's a little easier to mute when you're strumming with your thumb, because you can just tell the thumb to stop, train it to put on the brakes, and so it stops plucking that. But how do I stop this from ringing? Well, it's all about using the underside of this finger, It's hard, you can't see it, but right about there on your hand, try to make that finger lazy enough that it muffles that string. By getting into the details like this, yeah, it feels like we're going slower. Actually saving time, and you're learning it correctly. So it's just so important to go slow. It makes the whole thing more effective and relaxed. Can we play these first 2 measures together? Thank you. 1, 2, here we go. Awesome. Now right now pause, look at this finger, and ask yourself, did it land in a way that it was muted? Let me know in the chat. Were you able to land in a way that's muted? Where it's muting the first string? Just bring some attention to it this time. Okay, one more time, then we're going to play the second half of the phrase. Bring some attention to it. Sometimes all we have to do is just bring attention to it with our mind. The body will start to respond. Okay? 1, 2, here we go. Right now, we need to play a B flat chord. It's a friendlier B flat chord because it's really not a bar. It's this staircase shape. Okay, so let's just get friendly with that. I know for some this is like really might seem very below your skill level, but come on. Can you do this with a thumb that's totally relaxed? Can you do it while you're aware of your breath? Can you look up and maybe not even look, just feel, You could practice this with your eyes closed. Come on, try it with me. Eyes closed, first shape. And yeah, here, I'll show you. I'm not cheating. Ready? Join in with me. Stretch out with your feelings, Luke. Okay, so it really is a fun way. So there's always ways to go deeper. Okay? From here, we pluck the first fret of the second string. We got to mute with the underside of that first finger. If we don't mute, we get this sound, which is a beautiful chord. That is a major 7 chord, but that's not what we want. We want the melody to be right there. So here we go. 2, 3, 4. And then 2 melody notes. And that's the melody. They won't. Okay, the whole thing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go. So cool. And then we move on to the next one. Open. So remember what happened before? Okay, 3 notes. Open 2. F. Open 1. A, B flat. Open strings. 3rd fret. F. And notated a little bit of strum variation there, but you could do whatever you like. You go. Could be. Or just keep it simple. Then we would repeat to the top, and we're going to play the whole thing. And then at the very end, we play the F, little break, and then this high F. All right, so come on, are you ready to do the whole thing? I am so glad that you decided to join me. Like I said, I had COVID last month. My content, I was able to make it for the Patreon community. I'm back, albeit a little bit throaty. I'm back. I'm totally psyched that you're here. Thank you for making music with me. If you haven't already, please click the like button. Okay, it really does help this channel. Share this video with your friends, and do check the links down below for that course. I really think you're going to enjoy it. Tons of video content, helpful tips from me. So grateful that you decided to join me for this lesson. Let's play the whole thing, okay? I think it might be easier for me, for you, if I just show you all the slides. So as I play, I'm going to have to take my hand off and tap my computer. But let's do this nice and slow. And thank you for practicing music with me. I hope you and your family are doing well. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Excuse me. 5th fret. This is where it goes to A7. 2, 3, 4. And it moves to F. Alright, we're going to play the whole thing using this large graphic just so we can stay in a flow. Maybe I can zoom it in a little bit so it's a little easier to read. But, you know, the course that I keep on rapping about is really going to help you. And the videos, of course, you can rewind them and study with them all you like. Okay, can you see this okay? Let me know in the chat how you doing. If you got any other questions, please drop a bunch of question marks before and after your questions so I can answer them. All right. Thanks so much to everybody. Really appreciate you joining in. we're going to jam this, take a few questions, and then I'm going to share with you a couple of really cool country licks that you can add to this. Freight Train, okay? Famous song. If you haven't heard Jerry Garcia and David Grisman perform this, super, super cool. All right. From the top. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. You got it. Keep up. A. We're gonna go around again. Come on. Top. Freight train is running so fast. Oh, freight train are running so fast. Please don't say one round. They won't know which way I'm going. Huh. All right, cool. So this is a cool technique. This technique allows you to play rhythm, melody, harmony, all at the same time. And there are many other solos in this volume that use this technique, and there are other techniques as well. I really like in this the whole thing ends with a version of "You Are My Sunshine" in 2 keys. So there's a major and a minor key. There's some nice surprises in store for you if you want to check out that course. All right, what are your questions? Please let me know what questions you have about anything related to the ukulele, anything related to this material I've been sharing with you. And many thanks for being here. Yeah, Leslie, it really is it does take a little time, a little bit of thumb target practice. But, you can use this technique with so many melodies. All right, it is a nice thing to get under your fingers. So I wanted to share. Oh, we got a question from Fred in the Netherlands. Do I always choose the finger to the nearest position? Yeah, I usually do, Fred. It's usually a good idea to find melody notes that are close to the position, like right here. But everybody's hands are different, and you might find it easier to go and then the ring finger. Okay. Most important thing is just to have a light touch on the instrument and to feel a flow. When you want to pick up the speed, what you'll do is, of course, use a metronome and just crank it up a little bit each time. And be patient with yourself, because as we go faster, we have to try less. Right? We have to focus more, but then just allow the music to get faster and faster. It takes practice. But practice, as I mentioned before, is just spending time with yourself in a relaxed manner. Okay, that's really what practice is for me. And I hope for you too. Now, my friends, can I share with you a couple of cool licks? Christmas music. Why so many diminished chords in Christmas music? We're gonna play some. I have a new Hanukkah song I'm gonna be revealing pretty soon, and there'll be some holiday music. I'm not sure your question, Tim. Diminished chords in the Christmas music. Yep, you'll find them there. Thank you. I'm just looking through the chat, seeing if there's any questions I might have missed. Really glad that you're here. All right, so yeah, and yes, Trey, the Vidami pedal is compatible with the platform that this new course is on. So you just have to accept the permissions when you plug your Vidami looping pedal in, and then you can use your feet to advance, rewind, loop slow down different video sections. I use my Vidami, it's out of reach, it's down there, but I use my Vidami pedal like almost every day. It's very easy, it plugs into my computer, and I can use my feet to rewind and loop sections of music that I'm working on. Yeah, Tim, which Christmas song are you wondering about? Stephen, there will be some schmaltz. Actually, it's a Sephardic song. It has a nice rumba rhythm. It's from Ladino traditions in Spain. And yeah, I have a whole collection of Hanukkah songs, and it's available on my website. And there's a playlist of videos to help you study. Thank you so much. Yeah, just thank you so much, Trey. Please explain number 1 and 2 on the bottom. Okay, Yvette, which section of the music? 1 and 2. Oh, I get you. Yeah, so right there, those brackets. So those are repeat signs. Now this is tablature, okay? It's not fully fledged notation. Some of the solos in this volume have, as you can see here, fully fledged notation where there is, the standard notation and the tablature. For this one, it does not have it. So that's a repeat sign. That means you play from the beginning, you get to the end of the first bracket, and you'll see there's a little dot there, a little double line and a dot. That tells you to repeat back to the top, and then when you get back to that same spot, you play the second ending. Okay, so first ending, second ending. All right? I know for some this may be information you learned a long time ago, but it is really important to clarify everything. I am always humbled by how little I know. Even though I've studied music all my life, I'm always learning something new. I'm putting a link to the course in the chat for those of you who are interested. And now let's get into some cool licks. Hava Nagila is not in there. I don't know. Honestly, maybe somebody in the chat can tell me. Is Hava Nagila, is it a song associated with a particular holiday? I grew up in a Jewish home, and I used to play Hava Nagila with my Django Reinhardt band, and it was always a great time. I should do a tutorial on that for ukulele. It is not hard to play, and it's a showstopper. It's a way to get the party really going, any occasion. All right, I'm going to remove the slides so I can show you my hands up close. You take your F major chord, okay? And what we're going to do, this will sound a little different on high G, but it's the same idea. You're going to pluck just the 4th and the 2nd string. Now open up the strings, pluck the 4th and the 2nd string. Okay, so that's 2 melody notes. And so that's a harmony. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to slide this middle finger up to the 3rd fret, let go of the 1st finger, and place the ring finger right there at the 3rd fret. And then go back. Let's try all 3. Okay, we go F major, open. That's implying a C chord. Go up to the 3rd and 3rd fret. That's implying a C7. So these are called dyads, 2 notes, dyads. Each pair can imply a number of chords. Just hang with that. Isn't that a beautiful sound? And this is what it sounds like on high G. It's a little different, but super cool. Let me show you a couple more. And yeah, there's going to be a whole course on dyads and all kinds of fretboard harmony coming next year. But right now, we got these. Let's keep going. Okay, now the next pairs are going to be on the 3rd string and the 1st string. Are you having fun? they might already start to recognize that you're outlining some classic movements in harmony. Okay, so what I played was open and open. I'm not labeling them with key centers. We could do that, but it wouldn't be very fair to do that without some written notation. Let's just go caveman style, okay? Or cavewoman style. Paleolithic ukulele. That's what my teachers used to, I would ask them on my jazz guitar lessons, I'd be like, what's that called? What's that called? They say, just know the shapes. I mean, I know that this implies a G minor, it implies a B flat 6, I know it implies a C7, but that's just too much thinking. Just go with the sound. Ready? Do, 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 do. Now open, neck strings. Cool. Now watch this. Same shape as before, what we used on the F, but we're going to use 2nd fret and 1st fret of this string. And now release. Can you hear where we're going with this? Okay, we're harmonizing an F major scale with thirds, with 6s. So let's learn the rest of it. Okay, slide this up 2 frets. And guess what? Cool place to fill in the space in between. Alright, so this is another aspect of chord melody. Alright, the next pair, 5 and 5. So 5 and 5, 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Open. Can we just go back to the 5 and 5 and watch how the middle finger is your guide? See, middle finger. Slow down and your body will start to settle and your best technique will begin to surface. You know, this channel is called Ukulele Zen, not just to be cute. I really do wish for you to experience the miracles that start to show up when we slow down. All right, the music really does start to play itself. Last 2 pairs, we go up 7-7. It's another great place to fill in the space. Okay. Last pair, you can play it right here, or you can finger it like this. I like to switch to that. But it depends on what I'm playing. If I'm going to keep going. Alright, so this starts to sound like Caribbean music, it starts to sound like African soukous music, and of course classical harmony uses this all over the place. Are you digging this? Please reach out, like button, that really helps me, helps this channel out, and we're going to jam a little bit with these thirds and 6s more in future courses, future online live streams like this. We're going to hang. But let me take you through it one more time. Take a moment to go get a paper, pencil. You can pause the video. I'll be right here. I hope that you'll please check the links down below. I've just opened up a new course and there's a 20% discount. It's a great course for beginners who want to start to explore chord soloing. It's intentionally simple at first to build skills, to build confidence, to build musicality, and then it culminates in some really nice solos towards the end of the book. Some of them are, will definitely move you into advanced beginner realm. And then I do intend to release more advanced solos soon. Okay, I've got some nice stuff coming up. All right, let's do this. Thank you for hanging. Are you having fun? I am having a lot of fun with you. So each time you play these, let's listen and start to use different rhythms. Okay, 2 and 1. Open and open. 2 and 1. 3 and 3. Just hang with those 3 ones at first. I'm using some finger picking stuff. Next, the next pairs are open and open. Now we're on these strings. Move it up 2 frets. Know that it's a nice place to fill in the space. You can use all kinds of... Next pairs, we go to 5 and 5, 7 and 7. Another great place to fill in the space. We could add other notes to these, we're not gonna. Keep it simple, and finally, you could go up 10 and 10, and then resolve home. The same motion as just an octave higher. Ooh, yeah, man. So when you start jamming, well, let's jam. Let's pretend there's a F, C7, C7, F. Hear how I'm starting to outline the harmony. All right, so yeah, there's so much you can do with this. Those familiar melodies that you learned as a kid, they're all in there. All right, you having fun? Thanks so much for joining me for this. Please rewind this section if you want to hang with those harmonies. We'll be hanging with that again. This is not koa wood, Joe. This is redwood. Okay, redwood, harvested from a New York City water tower. Yeah. I appreciate y'all hanging with this, and yeah, thank you so much. And oh, Pris, thank you. Kevin, you had questions, but I didn't see the question. I saw question marks. Just want to say that we'll be back with another live stream soon. I'd like to demonstrate some more chord melody techniques for you in the future. In the meantime, you have. For those of you who are members of the Patreon community, there's a link to download this. You can study this solo, and yep, it's a sample of the course that I mentioned earlier before. Please check the links below, and there is 20% off everything in my store. Really appreciate you being here. Hope you and your families are doing well, and that your holiday season's off to a great start. Really appreciate all the kindness. Oh, thank you, Leslie. Thank you so much. And yay, the rainy day in Vermont internet worked. Where I live, it's a crapshoot each time. All right, I'm signing off. Keep jamming, everybody. Have fun. Those to Freight Train when you're ready. All right. Wishing you all the best. Thanks so much for making music with me. I'll see you next time.